So today we want to talk about combined variables or constructed variables using JMP. We want to discuss combined variables from various angles. So we have a small data set here. We have age, we have question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, and we have salary. And what we want to talk about these conversions. The first one would be a conversion of age from years to months. So let's see how we do that. This is the column of age. We go to the column next to it or to another column. We click here, insert columns, and we're going to call this column age in months. Age in months. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to go again to this title of the column. I'm going to right click it, and then I'm going to go to formula. And when I go to formula, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write 12 times age. Basically age, I care about age. I can either type here age or just drag the variable here. Here it's easier to just write it. So I'm going to type in 12 times age, and then I get the age in months. As simple as that. So this is the first part of conversion. Let's also discuss how to do the mean of several variables. For instance, we have question 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's say that I'm interested in the mean of all 4 questions. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to a new column. In that case, I want to put it right next to it. So I'm going to go to the salary, and I'm going to click insert column. And here I'm going to do mean Q1, Q4, or give it some kind of a name, whichever. And what I can do here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to, again, right click the title, and I'll go to formula, and here I'm going to write mean. I'm going to open parentheses, and within the parentheses, I can just either drag or type the variables I'm interested in having the mean value of. So I'm going to drag this, insert a comma, going to drag Q2, insert a comma, going to drag Q3, insert a comma, and I'm going to drag Q4 and insert a comma. And once this is done, I have, hang on, let's write OK, and this is the mean values of question 1 to question 4. I can also do just the mathematical form of mean. So that means I can do, let's do something, but it's not that much of a good option. I can do, wait, let's do this. Let's do insert column, and let's call that mean not recommended. The reason it's not recommended, I mean, it's possible mathematically, but it's not recommended because sometimes we have missing values, and this one is overlooking this. So this is not a good idea to do it, but it is an option. If I want to do it like this, I can, again, start working with the formula. And what I can do, I can put in parentheses Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. And when this is done, this should go the exclamation mark. Again, let's do it. Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. And once I have this, here, what I want to do, I want to divide all of that by 4 because I have 4 elements. And this would give me the same result in that case, only because they're not missing values. But it's not recommended because sometimes you have missing values, and you cannot understand that just from looking at the data because you may miss it yourself, and this can give you a bad result. So it is always recommended to use the mean formula and not use this, but this is also an option. So next we can discuss sum. Again, with the sum, it's the very same thing. I can either do just the sum or just use sum with the plus sign. Let's do it. So we want to do the sum. Hang on again. Wait. insert column. Let's call it sum questions, sum Q1, Q4. And it's as simple as either just writing sum and then stating Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, or we can do it just by doing Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. In that case, it doesn't really matter, because if you have a missing value, since you're not supposed to divide it by some number, some count of elements, it doesn't really matter. Whichever way you want, you can do it. But with the mean value, it is a bit more important. Also, let's discuss the recoding. Let's do recoding of the salary. We can see that we have a salary. This is the column of the salary. We can do conversion of the salary. Let's do the conversion with the if statement. So in a way, this is a recoding, because I want, instead of a wide variety of the salary, what I want is only 3 divisions. 1 all the way up to 5,000, 2 would be 5,001 to 10,000, and 3 would be 10,001 and forward. And we can use the if statement for this. Let's see how this is done. In that case, I can just start a new column. Let's call it salary categories. And then I click OK. And here I go to the formula. And what I do with that, I just start type if, and I'm interested in salary. So I'm going to say that if salary is less than or equal to 5,000, give me 1. Otherwise, start something new. So if I do this, I'm going to get this result, and I'm going to go here again, and I can start writing again if salary. In that case, it's going to be less than or equal to 10,000. So in that case, give me 2. Otherwise, give me 3. And this will finalize the if statement. It's a nested if, actually, because I have several. I don't have just 2 options. I have 3 options, which makes it a nested if, because if salary is less than 5,000, so do this. Otherwise, if salary is less than 10,000, do this, and otherwise do the last option. But we could have gone even further to 4th and 5th and 6th option, and so on. So this is basically quite similar to what you do in Excel. So once I click this, I get the results. Okay, gives me the columns I'm interested in. And what I can also do, I can also label this. So let's label this. So if I go here and I double click it, and I go to column properties, and I go to value labels. So here I can just label them. 1 would be 0 to 5,000. 2 would be 5,001 to 10,000. And 3 would be 10,001 plus. So this is how we do constructed variables using JMP.